Rock bouncers. They're high horsepower, big tired tube chassis machines that are hugely popular in the Southeast. They're known as hill killers down there. They climb ultra steep climbs and they bounce their way up to the top. Dave and I have never built a rock bouncer, we've never driven a rock bouncer, but we are going to Alabama with this truck after we turn it into a budget rock bouncer. To the shop, Dave. Shop's that way. Come on, come on, come on. So why did we start with a V-10 Dodge to build a rock bouncer? Rock bouncers have V8 engines. This has a V10. So that's obviously better. We got to get rid of everything we don't need. So all the glasses got to go, doors are going to go. We're going to delete the front fenders. And then once we have things off of it, like the fuel tank so we don't catch it on fire, maybe the transfer case because it's got a slip yoke rear. What do you think?
It's pretty comfy.
Once we get all that stuff out, then we can start rebuilding the truck. Shortening it, stretching it, and any of those things that we have time to do.
Still not cool. We have a ways to go before it's cool.
Did you know that the V10 in the Dodge Ram truck is very similar to the V10 in the Dodge Viper? It's basically a Viper. It's the Rock Viper.
And drop. Now it's almost cool.
Now it's a rock bouncer.
All right, so Jake's dropped off some seats and fuel system parts, so we got some parts to go back on it. Fred's jumping under there to make it sound cool first. He's cutting the exhaust off, and we'll get a bunch of that out of the way. We'll get the fuel tank out of the way, and then cut the frame and shorten it all up. So what we're gonna do is start bending up the rock sliders, or the boat sides. We got a bunch of 1 3/4 120 mild steel because we went super cheap on this build. We didn't buy chromoly like race cars use. We didn't even buy DOM like regular, like high quality rock buggies use. We bought mild steel, hot rolled electric welded. We got 200 feet of this mild steel that we're gonna put on this truck. I'm gonna bend it with the JD squared bender here. We got a swag hydraulic attachment for it. It works really well. We're gonna do like double B pillars. They'll be leaned back a little bit like so.
Why are we doing double B pillars?
Because rock bouncers all have double B pillars. That's what they do.
All right.
Partly because they know they're gonna roll typically, so they wanna be safe, so the roll cages are kind of over the top.
So I'm only using an 8-gallon fuel cell on the rock bouncer. Seems like a lot of the rock bouncer guys run really small fuel cells. And this thing had a giant fuel tank on it before, but we don't need that. Most of the obstacles that the guys do are pretty steep climbs. In fact, the park we're going to is where a lot of the rock bouncing started. So we may need to run back and forth to fuel up more if we're gonna run all day, but I have a feeling we're gonna be out there for a few hours and then break the car in half. Hey, buddy.
Check it out.
Welcome to Alabama. How do you like our hill killer?
Oh, it's rad.
Hill thriller.
Can we keep this one?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it here at Sam Gillis's house.
Perfect.
Don't let his wife find out. The suspension on the truck is still pretty stock. If we had more time, we would have cut off the rear leaf springs, linked it, moved the front axle forward, but we're actually on a pretty tight schedule to get this thing ready to go rock bouncing by Friday. We boat-sided the side of the truck. The thing is gonna be a lot of fun. Big V10 power, strong 1-ton axles, 42-inch tires, plenty of tubing to protect us if we go upside down. Overall, we can't wait to get this thing out on the hill and go rock bouncing with some of the local guys. So Dave and I have been working on this thing all day. Dave really needs something to eat. He's wasting away to nothing. But we got the last tube welded in. We're gonna roll it outside, prime it, paint it, run out of daylight. Tomorrow we're going rock bouncing. Dave, this is gray rock.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they don't usually open it for rides anymore, but I got some rock bouncer guys to come out and show us around. This is where the rock bouncing whole thing started.
Those guys are gonna think we're cool.
We're gonna blend right in with them.
Those guys are no joke, dude.
Yeah, they're pretty serious.
Pull in and try and blend in.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Hey, hi guys. They'll accept us by the end of the day.
We're in.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Fred. We're rolling out.
Wait for us. Hang on, Dave. We're going rock bouncing.
Oh, jeez.
It's really dusty.
Why'd we kick the window out?
I don't know. And the doors and the cab.
Look at him articulate. It's like overpriced leaf blowers. Just clearing the trail. Everybody's standing around looking at us like this is the last time they're gonna see us.
Oh, what's that noise?
All right, Fred. Overdrive off.
I think so.
That something doesn't feel right in that transfer case.
No, it's fine.
All right.
Ready?
Yep, give it hell. Right there. One more roll back. A little more. Right there. We lost steering, I think.
I think we broke it.
You got any steering?
I have no front drive.
Transfer case fluid coming out, or trans fluid coming out.
Oh yeah, I smell that. Hey, Dave for Fred. Fred, you got a copy?
What's up, Dave?
Hey, I just got a call from Keith and Sam down in Alabama. They said they're done with our rock viper. Keith's wife needs us to get it out of their yard.
So we should probably send somebody to pick it up and bring it back to California?
Yeah, I think so. That thing's been sitting way too long.
What are we going to do with a rock bouncer in California?
California is known for its mile-deep mud holes. How about we build the mud viper?
I just happened to be driving my tractor today. We should go dig mud holes with our tractors.
Well, hot dang, let's go build ourselves a mud course. Fred's getting in the zone on the excavator. He's digging this like mogul section that'll flex out the mud viper. I'm digging the first water mud hole right here. We're gonna come off the starting line, jump into this, get through that, and then it's just gonna get harder from there. Fred, are you having fun?
Best day ever. I love this. I could dig holes all day. You know, people get paid to do this.
I think every episode we need heavy equipment.
If we're gonna build a mud truck, we need big mud tires.
So we got some 44-inch boggers.
And we've broken this truck before on 43s, so we'll obviously be better now that we have bigger tires.
Yep, we also need some more power, so we're throwing some nitrous on it, because we're engine guys.
We like more power.
Yep, so we aren't doing a whole lot.
We're doing a nitrous kit.
Nitros.
We're doing big tires and wheels.
Boggers.
It's a mud truck, so we'll probably put a snorkel on it.
Snorkel.
And I think I have some axle parts to beef up the front end.
We need that. We already broke this thing before. So, axle upgrade, and then we're just peeling out.
That's it. Easy squeezy.
That's gonna be good. All right, let's get busy. It seems like it'll work. All right. That's gonna go right to there. And those little buddies are gonna go that way. Now I can tighten that up a little. It looks fast, Fred. All right, here's the deal. We got the tank mounted in the back. Now I gotta mount this nozzle in the throttle body or in the intake tube. But it's kind of funky because this truck has this air box that bolts to the throttle body and then this filter right on it and then this guy right here. They want you to mount this guy sort of like in this kind of area, but that's not gonna work too hot if you're spraying nitrous and gas right on the air filter. So I gotta figure out how to get this nozzle like in behind the air filter or make a whole new custom thing because we're gonna try and do a snorkel anyways. So I got my work cut out for me figuring this part out.
We're gonna put these Fox 2.5 air shocks on this. They were on the truck before, and while it was sitting in Alabama, one of our friends took them off and borrowed them for his rig for some off-roading. But we got them back, and I just gotta put them back on, and then we will actually charge them up. We'll give them a nitrogen charge, which not only makes it work as a shock, but it also supports it as an air spring. Yay! It's time to put the tires on the back, and one thing I like to do when I'm putting tires on an axle is put some anti-seize on the threads on the wheel studs. Also, I like to use these lug nuts from Gorilla. It's a 9/16 thread, but it's a 3/4 drive, which is handy because it uses a really small socket to get in on some of those wheels that have a really recessed mounting hole. So, Gorilla lug nuts, anti-seize and a spray. We are back out at the ranch, ready to go mud wumping.
Yep, the Rock Viper is the Mud Viper now. It's got big old 44s. It's got new wheels, tires.
Stronger axles.
Yeah, because we ripped that off. We got a snorkel.
And a nitrous kit, because we've never had enough power to break it in the past.
That's what we need. What's our plan?
You're gonna hit this water hole, and we're gonna get soaking wet.
Yeah.
And then you gotta kind of pump the brakes a hair and get your articulator through.
All right.
Then I would pass that dirt pile
on the left.
On the left, between the boulder and the peak. Mm-hmm. And then you'll start to turn right.
All right. I'm so nervous.
We're gonna get soaking wet.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. I just don't want to rip the wheel off. You ready?
Don't rip a wheel off.
Like wave your arms or something when you're ready to go.
All right. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. All right, let's go. Yeah, we got wet.
Get it! Get it!
That was awesome.
That's really cool!
Yes!
Get it!
you kidding me?
Get it! No! No, my truck!
I'm pretty much just gonna mash my foot to the floor, and if it starts going south, you hit the button.
Okay. Ready?
Really?
Yeah.
We're going in? This is door number 3.
Do it!